Just got through watching him play myself in there. I walked out and it was 7-7. You ended up winning it 10-7 playing Yap. Um, Jayson, you've been playing now for how long? So you grew up.
Well, I've been playing. I played English 8 ball. I grew up playing English 8 ball. My dad used to be a professional, and then when I was about 14, 15, I played snooker for like a year, and then I played the first American pool tournament I played was the IPT in Reno, and I did pretty well in that. I'd never really played much American pool. I'd always watched it on TV, but I went to the IPT and I beat like Johnny Archer, Rodolfo Luat, Tony Drago. So I always felt like I could do well in the game. Um, it was just all about finding someone to, put me in these events and kind of look, because it's not easy to find someone, especially when the expenses are high. So kind of found someone who did that, and they put me in a few events, and I got to play the US Open probably from around 2006 up till about 2010. In Scotland, they used to have qualifiers for the US Open where you would get all expenses paid and all that stuff. And I always did well in the US Open, but the first time I ever seen it, I showed up and they had like all the champions with all the green jackets and all that stuff. And I had my dad with me, and I was like, I'd love one of them. I'd love to get. It just felt like a real big event, And yeah, it's always something I really wanted to win the U.S. Open, and I was always close. I finished third, I finished fourth, I finished fifth, finished third again. I was right there all the time. I kept losing hill matches and very close matches to strong players, but I knew at some point I would break through, and the year I finished third in 2016, I went away and I was, obviously disappointed to lose, but I just worked hard all year, and that was my goal. My main goal was to win the US Open. I came back and I think the closest someone got to me all week was sixth in the full event.
Wow, you're talking about taking it to, and Reed Pierce won the U.S. Open in 1995, and I'm the only one here without a green jacket. But no, that's not true. I have a green jacket from the Hall of Fame, and I did win the Masters one year.
Okay.
Before you were born, I believe.
Okay.
So did you have growing